Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new video where I'm going to watch a random episode of a long-running TV show. Today, by the title, as you can see, we're going to be doing Criminal Minds. Now before we get started, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. If you like these kind of videos, let me know down in the comments what other shows I should do. If you want to see a part 2 of Criminal Minds, let me know what other episodes I should check out. Once again, this is a concept that I've done before. I did it twice with Grey's Anatomy. I did it once with Riverdale. I did it once with Law & Order, which is a video that you probably can't see because YouTube blocked that. I might need to re-upload it if I can't get that unblocked. Probably will be re-uploaded. And the other day, I did Supernatural as well. That one was probably the most complicated one and confusing one so far. The concept of this is pretty self-explanatory. I check out a show that I've never seen before, but instead of watching just from the beginning, I'm going to jump into just a completely random episode, and that's going to be the reaction. And today's episode is actually brought to you by one of my family members. My sister is a big fan of this show. She likes all the detective criminal stuff. Her and my mom, they really like NCIS and shows like that. And she was like, hey, for your series where you watch random episodes, you should do Criminal Minds. So I told her, okay, let me know which episode. And I told her, don't make it that it's like super lore heavy where I need to know a bunch of other stuff. Because walking into Supernatural a week ago, I found out that that made the video not really that great because there was just a bunch of stuff that I needed to know. And yeah, I just ended up being confused for majority of the reaction. So I was like, hey, give me a good episode, but don't make it like too lore heavy that I need to know previous stuff as well. So with all of that being said, she suggested episode 8 of season 3 called Lucky. Yeah, this episode is brought to you by my sister. She said this is going to be a good one for the video, so we're going to be doing that. If it sucks, we're going to blame her. Again, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.
The crimes that got him here are nothing compared to what he'll do if we let him out.
But he responded to medication.
Medication inhibits his delusion.
Just jumped right into it, okay.
17-year-old boys don't grow out of their sexuality. They grow into it.
If he continues his medication.
He won't. Side effects are
Oh, are they trying to change this kid? He's too gay. We gotta stop making him gay.
The law says he turns 18, we release him. Our hands are tied.
It's not your hands I worry about.
You're gonna release this potential psycho out into the public? Not cool.
You gotta change your name to Lucky.
Oh, episode title drop.
You're out of here.
I will.
This is an extremely jarring start to this episode. Where's the volume to? It's loud as hell in here. Is that him? Did he lose all the weight?
Windows. Temperamental. Let's try.
I like it. Fake TV typing. Just I did something. Voila.
James Baylor. My friends call me Colby.
My friends call me Wonderful. Or Garcia.
This is the creep. They're talking about his sexual activities. This is a horn dog right here.
Fine, I met a guy.
You did what? Where?
Coffee shop. Smoking hot. I fixed his computer, and then he asked for my number.
And you just...
Gave it to him. Can you believe that? A complete stranger.
You gotta be careful with strangers.
You think it's all happening a little too fast or something?
Yes? I don't know, maybe.
She can sense the creepiness in him.
Trust your gut. So, sure, if he seems a little too smooth or...
Do not trust your gut.
Florida.
What division are they? The Criminal Minds division? Is it CIA, CSI, FBI?
3 days later, joggers found her, part of her, in a nearby park as Alligator Alley for reasons that are now apparent. Everything below the waist had been eaten.
Oh, gross.
Suddenly I don't feel so guilty about my alligator wallet.
Alligators didn't cut off her finger, slit her throat.
Guys, not the time to make jokes. This woman got eaten by an alligator. Pretty sure that chick is from Community. The later seasons of Community. Love Community.
Cult or not, the killing was ritualized. This will turn serial if it hasn't already.
So kill.
Oh, True Detective vibes. Okay, maybe that guy at the shop wasn't the creep. Alright, so they're the FBI. Well, according to the Central at least. Okay. Gang, let's go. Type shit.
Fantasy, abandoned by reason, produces impossible monsters. Francis Goya.
Thank you. I'm gonna write that one down.
Minor crimes, theft and vandalism to churches, schools, symbols of authority. When combined with drugs and alcohol, they may turn violent.
Yes, in extreme cases.
This guy talks too fast for me. And I talk fast, but I mumble through my stuff.
What's type 2?
The adaptive Satanist is the one you have to worry about. A typical serial killer rationalizing his fantasies by blaming them on outside forces.
Okay. I didn't do this. Satan told me to do it.
Whether you're religious or not, the presence of satanic elements can affect even the most experienced investigators. And we're not immune, so keep an eye on the locals and keep an eye on each other.
Like I said last week, I did Supernatural, and they were fighting like the devil or Lucifer or whatever in that episode. And now we're here.
What was the cause of death?
Her throat. It was cut roughly 8 hours prior to the discovery of the body.
Sexual assault?
State of the body makes that impossible to determine.
Maybe some of that was committed. I don't know though. Maybe it was just for murder.
The condition indicates they were fed to her just prior to her death.
All 10 fingers.
Fingers were fed to her? Is that what I just heard?
Do me a favor, you talk to the priest, all right?
You'd rather interview the grieving parents on the worst day of their lives than the priest?
If it's all right with you, yeah.
This guy has something to do with like the church or how he feels about that, because he did tell the nerd kid, he did tell him, you don't know what I believe, so. And now he wants to stay away from the priest.
We're sorry we have to be here under these circumstances, Father.
Abby's parents, Bob and Leanne, are in my office. We were...
Bro is skeptical of this church. There's some strong True Detective vibes to this episode. True Detective Season 1, that is. Check that out. It's also on the channel.
I didn't come here to talk about myself. Occupational hazard, my apologies. Is this the biggest church in town?
I can tell this guy's the cool guy of the group, huh? He's the muscle probably as well.
Say we couldn't have an open casket, so we need to choose a picture. I didn't know which one to use, so I brought them all.
Yeah, you do not want to have an open casket. She got demolished.
She's on 17 when she graduated. She's studying to be a nurse.
Was.
Damn, that sucks.
She was studying to be a nurse.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Something wasn't right. Detective Jordan won't tell me the details. Says I don't need to know. And Doc says I don't need to see.
No, you do not need to know the details. The details are horrific.
Trust me, Mr. Kelton. These are the memories you want to keep.
Good guy. Good guy.
He cut off her fingers, and he made her eat them. If that isn't sadistic.
If it was, that's the only sign of sadism present in the crime.
I mean, he drew the big symbol into her chest.
None of the fingers found in Abby Kelton's stomach were hers, and 6 of them were index fingers.
Oh, so she was fed somebody else's fingers, and now her fingers are gonna get fed to somebody else. Oh, this is a victim in the TV show if I've ever seen one. She is so dead. Run. I'm running out of there. I feel like people's animal instincts don't kick in as much as I think they should. I don't know. I'm just throwing everything. I'm not even making it look pretty. Like, I'm clawing through the person, fighting for my life.
You really don't have to do that.
I know, but I'd like to. I'm asking you out, Garcia.
So yes.
You know, I would love to, but I am coming down with something.
Whoa,
okay?
what? Come on. There's a knockoff Rob Lowe trying to ask you out.
Hey, what you got for me, girl?
I just sent you 10 separate IDs.
She just threw away his number.
40 plus prostitution arrests made it easy.
Oh.
They work truck stops and rest areas in the county surrounding Bridgewater.
That's kind of crazy. 10 different fingers.
Well, good. Smart move. Something was definitely wrong with him.
Wow. You are some profiler.
Not mean that a more perceptive, less superficial guy wouldn't. Hey, Derek, you want snappy? You suck.
Okay, alright. Clearly there's something going on in here. Alright, okay.
The void in the center is his safety zone. He avoids killing near his home to escape detection. And the void center is...
Smart. And it just kind of brings it all to a region that we can look into. I don't know what I'm talking about. What did I just say?
One neat aspect. The severely mentally ill have chaos all around them. Give an order. Taught to keep their rooms clean and neat. When discharged, they stop taking their meds.
This guy's good at his job. I would look at those books and be like, yeah, what the fuck are those books over there? Why are they organized too? What's up with that?
The unsub could be a member of your church.
So? Serial...
So he's in on it. The priest is in on it.
Officers will instruct you on search procedure.
Every search pair should have one whistle.
Thanks, Father.
There you go.
They're about to find Tracy just absolutely just in a bad situation. Like half of her missing or something else disgusting. Maybe her face gone. The camera movement spooked me. Oh! She got taken during the search? What?
3255, brown hair. Last seen wearing khakis and a pink shirt. All units respond immediately.
Unit 18.
Wait, did she just stop banging on the trunk? Bro, what are you doing? Cop, what are you doing? Why is she now banging? She was banging when the car stopped and then just stopped.
He was the type that likes to stick close to home.
Got it. Talk to you later.
Hey, Garcia, you normally call Morgan about these kinds of things. Is everything okay?
God, I hate.
She's upset with him.
When a woman tells a man about her feelings, she doesn't want him to fix her. She wants him to shut up and listen.
Okay.
My job is
none of that is important right now. What is important is that I'm looking for a killer and he is on that list.
And I don't know him. I can't help you, I'm sorry.
Bro, do better. You're breeding serial killers out here.
Cheryl Timmons' husband and children, they ask you to pray over what's left of her. I'm sure they'll find it real comforting.
This dude hates priests.
Only someone who grew up with religion could have so much contempt for a priest he hardly knows.
When I was a kid...
Backstory.
And I went to church every day. And I prayed. Oh, I prayed for it to stop. You know what God did? Nothing.
What was the bad thing that happened?
You know, in my day, if your partner made a request like that, well, I was just giving you a chance for personal growth.
They said you couldn't put together a profiling team. You did. They said there was no way in hell you would ever come back here. You did.
Well, if you knew all that, why would you tell me you didn't want to talk to the priest?
I was giving you an opportunity for personal growth.
Snap, 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 snap. Reversed it on him. Oh, he's about to stumble upon something. He's gonna crack this case wide open. That's ominous. Take out the gun. Time to start shooting.
Excuse me, ma'am.
She dead?
Ma'am.
Oh. Okay, well, father's got some questions to answer.
I have children. Please.
This is dark, quite literally.
Relax. It's gonna feel real nice.
Okay, that's a voice of a creep. Relax. I'm just gonna take some pictures. I've never even seen that show. I just seen a bunch of clips.
Dr. Fulton, can you check the tissue to see if the cells have burst?
You think she was frozen?
Because I think he's eating them.
Oh, cannibal. I also did just make a reference to Jeffrey Dahmer from the series.
He was trying to tell us by feeding the fingers to Abby Kelton. Fingers were a message. I've killed before was only part of it. I'm eating them was the other.
Bro is hungry. That's his dark fantasy.
The cross-wiring of the two most basic human drives, sustenance and sex.
Really?
It all fits.
Really? Okay. It's disgusting. That's what it is.
Hazelwood Mental Institution is the place to go when looking for Florida's most dangerous kinds of wackos, and they had a fire in 1998 that destroyed all their records.
Of course they did. Of course they had a fire. Of course. This would be too easy if they didn't have a fire.
He died in the fire. He was leaving when he heard the alarm. He came back inside and became trapped.
Was the fire set by the guy who was released? Who's the killer now?
The groundspeople found it in a tree just below his office. Jim must have thrown it out his...
Bro, you were gonna hide this? Unless they asked.
Symptoms go far beyond normal psychosexual oral biting fixation of a typical 7-year-old boy.
He was like this since he was 7? Yo, that's a weird child.
Flesh out of his 9-month-old sister.
A name.
Believes he's possessed.
Sister?
Eating demon.
Read.
Flesh-eating
Lloyd
demon?
Phelan Farrell.
Phelan.
Farrell?
Floyd Phelan? You know
Floyd? Tell me they also knew this guy? And not once did he, show any creepy signs that he might like eating people. He never looked at this cop being like, you would taste delicious. Basement. Check the basement. It's always in the basement. Yeah, that's a cannibal for sure. It's gotta smell bad in there, no? Ooh, that's not nice. Very much not nice.
Cheryl Timmons? Yes. You're safe now.
Oh, okay, good. Did he cut anything off of her?
No, Tracy's not here. Tracy Lambert?
He's eating her right now. She's being cooked. Gotta get her.
Do it now! Phelan! I got him.
Where did this guy get this house from?
Lorenz's notes say that Phelan was exposed to them as part of his therapeutic art therapy.
I don't think it worked.
He kills them after.
Not the time for jokes. Just not. Although that would 100% be me in this situation. Making stupid jokes.
Floyd, these are some pretty unusual recipes you got here. You try them all?
What does that do to your digestive system? Eating a human.
They have a smiley face by them. Others have a frowny face.
That recipe's good, the other recipe's bad. Smiley face, frowny face. Oof.
Well, I have a smart friend who tells me things.
What's your smart friend's name?
He wants me to tell you something.
Lucifer, the devil.
Your watch has stopped.
What you got? What you got? Superpowers now? Oh.
Trying to spook him.
Well, that won't work.
Yeah, I was meaning to change the batteries over a month ago.
He's about to get to this guy because this guy has something, he's got beef with God and church and religion, all that.
Like a woman with little meat on her bones, don't you? Makes for better recipes, doesn't it?
Skinny ones take drugs.
So what, you don't like drug users?
They taste funny.
That's wild.
Where's Tracy Lambert, Floyd?
I'm not supposed to tell you.
Say he wants healthy women.
I'm only supposed to tell Father Marks.
He snitched. The father be feeding him women. They're not feeding him women. He'd be pointing him to women.
They're gonna allow him to sit right here and listen. But you're gonna talk to me, all right?
Okay. I've done some really bad things.
Oh yeah, just a few.
When he entered the park, Phelan signed the volunteer sign-in sheet. But his name's not on the list of searchers.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like God has abandoned me.
You are not alone, my son. God is in all of us.
So is Tracy Lambert.
What'd that mean?
he was feeding volunteers.
Oh, that's terrible. Yo, this show's crazy.
God sends meat, and the devil sends cooks.
God sends meat and the devil sends cooks? Are you serious? He fed her at her crime scene.
Gets pulled over with a victim in the trunk of his car, and they let him go. I've never seen anyone that lucky.
What's your point?
Oh, lucky. I've completely forgotten the name of the episode.
The job is to find evil, to stop it, not to know where it came from. Let somebody else take that job. This one's tough enough.
Bro, so many people from that search party are gonna need therapy now. I hope they didn't tell everybody that. I hope they just kind of went like, we can't tell that to everybody, that they just ate this girl. What's up, dude? You finally settling your beef with God?
I guess it's lucky my laptop froze up on me when it did.
Why did he say lucky? Why did he say that? Why did he say that?
But it was awfully good that I was there to fix it.
You don't believe in luck?
Why are they talking about this? This is not good. Okay. There's something unsettling about this guy. Maybe just because this is like a criminal show. I'm thinking he's gonna be a criminal.
Hey, Garcia. I've been thinking about doing this all night.
Doing what? Should I watch the next episode? Nah. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'm gonna go tell my sister. That was a pretty crazy twist right there. Damn, they fed that girl, huh? What's her name? Tracy? I honestly didn't catch majority of people's names here. They didn't say a lot of people's names here. But yeah, Tracy at her own search party That's crazy. If her parents were there, they probably had some of her. Ugh. Kind of crazy to see the shortening of episodes. I'm kind of like looking through the seasons, and like this is one of those like shows that was on like network television and had 20 episodes per season, right? But if I look at like season 15, the very last season, 10 episodes. That's like cut the season by half. Like they just got less and less episodes. But yeah, that was me watching a random episode of Criminal Minds. I'm sure through 15 seasons there's crazier crimes that they're gonna solve. So if you want me to do a part 2, let me know what episode I should check out down in the comments. Make sure, once again, what I learned from the Supernatural thing is if we're gonna do this, it's gonna be like this random thing. Make sure it's not too lore heavy where I need to know a lot of stuff from previous stuff. Like, it's spoiler alert for the Supernatural video, but I checked out a finale to like season 5 there, and it was clear that it was an accumulation of the entire season or even previous seasons. So there was a lot that you kind of needed to know. But this episode, I would say, like, it was a separate crime. Boom, something happened. Like this crazy thing, this crazy twist happened, and it was easy to follow, yet it was exciting. These type of shows I always think are like perfect for these kind of concepts, like Criminal Minds, NCIS, CSI. Like it's where like every week or every new episode they solve a whole new crime. Maybe they have big crimes where they go through like 2 parts. Like I've watched a few episodes of NCIS with my mom and my sister because they're big fans of it. Even though I have family members that are really big fans of these shows never like really grabbed me. Like again, if my sister or my mom are watching it on the TV in the living room, like I'll sit down and I'll watch an episode or 2, but they never really grabbed me. If you're interested into the kind of shows that I'm interested in, you can check out a bunch of other reactions on the channel to get like a vibe for it. I see the appeal of them, right? It's like, why do people listen to podcasts about serial killers or watch or read about serial killers? Like it's kind of fucked up, right? Because these guys or these women, well, mostly guys actually, serial killers, I feel like, they kill people and they do horrific things, and it's all true that they do these things, but people are so fascinated. There's something within us that it's like, we are so fascinated in this stuff. Let me know in the comments if you're fascinated in that stuff. I would love to meet a person who's not interested in that. I feel like everybody somehow in their brain is always interested into like finding out about a serial killer story. But yeah, that was me watching a random episode of Criminal Minds. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Again, down in the comments, let me know what other shows I should do this with, what other episode of Criminal Minds I should check out if we do a part 2. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.